Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, May 26th, and I want to do another Arianrhod reading for you. I don't know if you maybe caught the other one. That was the one that is a wheel, like depicted like this here. I'll read this text here for you too, because I think this is important and part of understanding it. The circle of the Orion rod reel is the druid goddess, of the wheel, the circle, and the spider's web. The spider is a creature whose web symbolizes the web of life, the sacred to the goddess. She represents the process of weaving, another idea that is centric to druid rituals. Okay, so as you remember, there's 8 sides like a compass, and the beginning part is the card of the self, and the other areas are just the directional uh, areas. They're not really specifically about past, present, or future. They're just different. We're going to touch on different points of the emotions on those. So here, I don't know if maybe if you feel like pushed and pulled in 2 different directions too much, you feel a lot of tension, or if you have like stuff changes that you want that aren't happening fast enough for you, maybe you have stuff that it isn't coming to you as fast as you have planned, or maybe too much is going on where you wish things would slow down. It's really normal. We're at the end of the Taurian season and Gemini season. So with Uranus in Gemini, there is a lot of confusion in emotional states right now. So that's why I want to do this reading for you. Just here. All right, we have a ram. The ram is going to be in the position of the self. So sacrifice, breakthrough, and achievement. So that was maybe kind of a good part of the introduction here too. So if you want to have ways to push past those barriers, or maybe start getting more of what you want and less of what you don't want, it is pretty good embodiment here in the ram, because that's like the believe to achieve. You first, you believe in the idea or the vision and the dream. You follow through, and then it comes to fruition. So it's dream, imagine, believe, achieve, that kind of thing, where it's like that's the ram kind of will help with that mindset. But it's good to get in a good focal point of where your needs are for you, and not worry too much where others might be lacking, or things that you need to make up or account for them. I know that can be troubling, but don't let that stuff get in the way as best you can. In the northwest quarter, we have Torque the boar, and he is the warrior spirit, leadership, and direction. So this is a good space too, because you want to think of leadership like whether you need your own self-governing leadership, or you need to decide to follow better leaders for your career or for your aspirations, the things that you're into in life. You need to follow a good example. You want to have the teaching, or the kind of, maybe not like a hero, but someone that gives that inspiration, where you're not really jealous or envious of their capabilities, but you say, I could do that, like that I could do that kind of thing. That's what you want to look at Torque with. He seems intimidating, but you want to look at him with like, if I wanted to do that too, that would be okay for me. All right. So in the north, we have a hare. The hare is rebirth, intuition, and balance. So all of those things are key points of getting through frustrations or like imbalances or things being unsatisfying. You have to let the things change or allow the space for change sometimes before it comes. So if we're going to have like say I want more money, so I'm going to have to start working harder, or like I'm going to have to find a better job so I can start generating more income to make that money. The rabbit is, kind of that energy is that it's there. You have to seek it though too. You have to look for it to come to life. All right. So in the Northeast, we have a dog. Very good for that to follow the rabbit. There's a good sign here. He is Ku, and that is guidance, protection, and loyalty. So, with the guidance, protection, and loyalty being in the Northeast, I think that's important too, because that is where I think more of like those ideals or like imaginations of imaginations or dreams can kind of be more in that area, at least like brain chemistry. So, yeah, like there's things that you know to be things that you like or things to be good that make you feel in control or make you feel like you're doing enough. And that's what Ku is, the guidance and the support in that. Like maybe hiking a familiar path you really like and you're like, I like this is comfortable for me, like I like this space. And the good parts, focus on the good things in your surroundings in difficult times to try to focus on the good of those situations. All right, let's move into the east. And there is a seal. The seal is love, longing, and dilemma. So if you feel a lot of love, sometimes you're gonna have a lot of ways to distribute that love, to share that love. I think it's something I've been learning a lot about myself too. Is you want to have enough love for everybody, but you don't want to forget to love yourself too. So the seal, once it's love without costs, love with the mindset of like, well, I'm loving because I know I'm going to receive love in return, not with the attitude like if I love, like if I put this love out there, am I doing too much? Like, am I risking too much? Is that really worth it? Like when that those kinds of questions start to arise within, that's kind of when people start to close the door on love. So you want the love idea or like the feeling thought. I know it's hard to kind of like get a real full example of what that might mean for a specific person or like your idea of love, but you see there's a rainbow behind him there too. Like it's just like most beautiful like shore there. It's like there's really, that's a carefree free bliss kind of feeling. So yeah, feelings of love, embrace that, or don't run from them when they arrive returning to you, because you give love. So receive the love return to you that you give. In the southeast is a fox. The fox is our friend in cunning and diplomacy and wildness. I've said that before about the fox. He carries the mindset, the attitude of survival. He knows what he's after and he knows where to find it, but he is not easily detectable. He's usually kind of, very, very hard to detect. So the wildness, the idea of that, like what you want is out there, and what you want might also be searching for you. So you keep that in mind. All right, in the south space is a hind. Really good. Very, very good for the south energy. That is, uh, bear with me a little bit. Okay, subtlety and gracefulness and femininity. So the hind brings that to the table as well with subtlety and grace in the hind is good because the idea of self assertion or the idea of maybe finding balance, been feeling that way a lot lately, like trying to strike the balance in something of doing enough but not like overdoing it. That's okay too. We have a lot of strong force energy, so something gentle like the hind is something that's pretty positive here to see in the south. We're gonna go to the southwest. I'm sorry, the south. Yeah, the southwest. The is water dragon is drag Yusuke, and that is passion, depth, and connection. Looking for passion and depth and connections is where you want to find yourself with that kind of like nurturing or restorative power, like we talked about gracefulness or femininity with the hind, or where the water dragon is going to bring passion for that to help things, kind of be like more connected, kind of not like seeking for answers, like, is this real? Is this possible? Kind of like where you can look at something that, to be with certainty and say, yes, that is what it is. And, that is real. It's a real energy and a real connection. Can be hard to decipher real from fake connections, but the water dragon demands that they're genuine. Okay. We go to the west here. We have the bear. The bear is art and is primal power, sovereignty, and its intuition married with instinct. With the bear in the west, I think that's also good because he comes back to where, remember, we have torque in the northwest. So they're kind of like sitting side by side with the bear right underneath the boar here down in the west. So that is pretty good because there is a lot of, like I said, that strong energy, that endurance, and much akin to the fox here too. He has the fortitude. He's very rugged. He is a survivalist. The bear can pull through almost any season, any kind of turmoil, a lot more easier than maybe human beings could. So I hope you enjoyed this Arianrhod read that I gave for you today. If there was anything that brought you clarity or helped you find insight, please let me know. Leave a comment, or if there are other types of readings that you'd like to see more of, let me know. All right, bye.